This week, one of my coaching mentor groups kind of put up a challenge for us to, on our own private site, kind of list our qualifications and our success stories, and kind of basically just map a little outline for ourselves of our coaching business, our coaching worlds. And this was really stopping me up. Since I'm really new at this, I don't have a lot of specific qualifications to actually list and go off of, and it was really dragging me down. And so I had a wonderful phone call with the amazing Richard Morgan, who's my father today, and he kind of brought some things to light for me and kind of gave me a swift kick in the butt, and said some things that really woke me up. And he just kind of made some observations about really where my qualifications are and where my strengths are as a coach. And some of the things he said was that I see the usefulness in situations and then use that to my advantage. And that was a really amazing thing to have him say to me, because that's not something. It's much easier to think about the negative things that you do, like, oh, I'm not as good at drawing as I should be. I'm not as physically fit as I should be, and it's really good to stack up all the negative things in your life about yourself. And sometimes it can be a lot harder to see the positive things and what you're actually good at, especially when it's not like I'm good at driving. I'm good at running, and that's like a very specific quality that you can kind of measure. And one of the examples that he gave me was how, so in college, I am a good driver, and I almost never use my phone while I drive. It's something I kind of pride myself on. But at the time, I was speaking on speakerphone to my brother, and me being from New Hampshire but going to school in New York, Ithaca, New York, I did not know that there was a law against being on speakerphone in your car, which was legal in New Hampshire. So I got my wires crossed, and I got pulled over by a lovely Ithaca College campus police, who are real police. And I got a ticket for being on my phone while driving, which was the only ticket I've ever gotten. So I was really kind of upset because I was hanging up the phone right when they caught me, and it was difficult. So I took the situation that was really sucked, because not only did I get a ticket when I'd never had one before, the cop gave me zero chance to even explain or anything, just immediate ticket on my first offense ever. So being really frustrated with that, I was not having any of it, and I decided to do what I do, and I wrote the DA through wonderful advice from my friend Chris Washburn, who had been in a similar situation. I sought out people who had something similar happen to them. I wrote a letter to the DA, got the charges dropped down by proposing to do community service. And what I did was actually repurpose one of my current pieces of artwork that I was working on to make a PSA poster about distracted driving, and I ended up getting the charge put down to the lowest charge that I possibly could, which was leaving car unattended while running or something like that, because that only ended up being about $100, where the ticket, because I was out of state, would have been about a $900 charge just for the driving on speakerphone. And so I took that situation and I made it useful. I turned it into something else, where it could have just been this horribly shitty thing that would have, it would still be on my record today and would have really screwed some things up. Just, I don't know what it would screw up, but it feels like it would. And that, that right there, life is a qualification. The things you do and the way that you come at life. And another little quote he said to me today, which was just, I loved it. I loved it so much, was Lucinda Yates is the one who he said it, and threaten people with success. And I love that, because you know what? If you threaten someone with their success, that's a lot more scary. So, I have a challenge for anyone who chooses to accept it, and that challenge really is to see where in your life can you threaten success. And I threatened success on that damn ticket, and guess what? I didn't fully win, but I still think that was pretty damn successful of me. So that is your one challenge for this week. Something that comes up, see if you can kick its ass. All right, have a great day.